Hi everyone, my name is Natalie.
Hey, and I'm Sasha Burson.
We keep talking about marketing for law firms, lead generation, but I think, didn't touch yet on a subject that is also very important, that a lot of legal firms forget about, and that's reputation. So what happens after people see your website? What happens next? And this area also needs to be taken care of in order for your firm to get these leads.
Yeah, absolutely. So let's expand on that, right? So you may have a great marketing team that does outrageously good work of bringing attention to you, right? Everyone needs attention, and you're getting that attention. People come to you from Google, from referrals, from directories like Avo, Yelp, whatever, right? They come to your website, they see the website, and the website is magnificent, and on that magnificent high-performance website, they want to see your case studies, right? Things that you have done, the things that you have accomplished for your clients that were in similar situation as these prospective clients are. Now, what's the next thing that they're going to look for? Validation of what you said on the website, and that validation is through reputation, and that reputation is reviews by your former clients. Now those reviews can be left, and I'm sure you have some, at least I hope that you have some, and I really hope that many more of them are positive rather than negative. You may have those reviews on Google. You may have those reviews on Avo and other directories. You may have those reviews on Yelp. You may have those reviews on Facebook. Everyone will go to Facebook to check you out. I know it's stupid. They're not really looking for you there, but it is the easiest platform where people would see reviews aside from Google, right? So people go to Google, people go to Facebook, people will go to Avo, and wherever else you may have your website, your practice listed, to look for reviews. Why? Because they need to validate everything that you said on the website.
And because all of those listings pop up, right?
They
They're
do.
like number 2, number 3.
For sure.
Facebook is probably number 3 or number 4 always for your firm.
For sure, but
So
also a lot of firms actually have like a little Facebook icon on their website.
Yes.
So when they click on it not because they want to see pictures or want to see how many people friended or liked your page, whatever. They're actually looking for those reviews because reviews are really telling, especially, and this is like minority of attorneys actually have listings on Yelp and actually focus on getting reviews on Yelp. But one thing that many consumers do know about Yelp is that those reviews, they can't be rigged. Google reviews can be rigged, Avo reviews can be rigged, Facebook reviews can be rigged, and when I say rigged, someone can actually pay money to have those reviews. It's highly unethical, but people do that, right? So, but Yelp reviews, they're very difficult to rig because they have a really cool algorithm, and it can actually work against you or for you, but they have a really, I think cool is probably the wrong word, but it's a harsh algorithm, right? So it will filter out a lot of reviews. So having reviews across all of those platforms would be super useful to your business. Now, how do you get those reviews? And the concern usually is that, like, for most people are going to leave negative reviews rather than positive reviews, right? We all like to bitch and complain about things that went wrong and do not give enough praise for when things go right. So it is your job, or it is your marketing company's job, to make sure that you get many positive reviews on Google, Yelp, Facebook, Avo, wherever, right? And how do you do that? Simply by asking, right? When your client is in that ecstatic mode because you just helped them win the case or settle their case or whatever, get them off something, right? You help them have a better life, the life they had before something happened, and now you fixed it. Ask them right there and then to leave you a review. And here's what really helps. Google, surprisingly enough, Google makes everything easy except for posting reviews. So it would be like super helpful for you to have a 4-step instruction, like really 4 steps, how to post a review on Google. And most people can post it like this if they know how. Most people don't know how, so many more people will not leave review because they don't know how. Everyone knows how to leave reviews on Facebook. Everyone knows how to leave reviews on, what was I saying before? Yelp and other platforms. Google actually makes it complicated, but Google reviews, count for a lot. Facebook reviews count for a lot. Yelp reviews count for a lot. Other platforms like Avo, yes, you do want to have them, but not quite as impactful. So number one step is ask. Number two step is give instructions for Google. And for other platforms, just simply send them the links that will direct them to your website listing or to your listing across those platforms, so they can pick and choose where they want to leave that review, right? And one review from each client, assuming that you do dozens and dozens and dozens of cases, would be awesome, but we know that that's not how it's going to work. So if you get like 1 out of 4 people to post a review, it will do magic for you. And here's why I say it will do magic, because number one, it's validation. New prospective clients that visit your website, read your case studies, after that they're going to look at your reviews and they will see that you actually have validated what you said on the website. That's number one. And number two, surprise, surprise, Google actually likes it when you have reviews. So think about it this way. Prospective clients, when they do search on Google, are more likely to see your website if you have a whole bunch of Google reviews than if you didn't have them. Number 3 point, and it's really important, if someone is searching for attorney in your immediate area, like your office is here and they're within 2 miles, when they search for an attorney that specializes or practice law in whatever area that you practice law in, you will see those map listings, like you'll see the map and there will be little dots, red dots that will show where the different offices are, and underneath it there will be 3 to 4 listings of different attorneys. If you were a prospective client, would you call an attorney that has 59 4.5-star reviews or one that has none or has 4? Right? The one that has 54 reviews gets an instant credibility boost versus the others because they have so many more people that vouch for them and say, yes, this guy or this gal really knows what they're doing and they're an awesome attorney.
Yep.
Did you answer that?
So how can a marketing agency help law firms get more reviews?
Yeah, it's a good question. So a marketing agency cannot be there when you wrap up the case for your client. They cannot ask directly and say like, hey, dear client, would you please do this? However, a marketing firm can help you, number one, measure, or not measure, but monitor the responses, not the responses, the reviews that people leave online on various platforms. We actually have really cool tools which give us a ping anytime that someone leaves a review, whether it's negative or positive. And number two, we can actually create email sequence that will send emails to your clients asking them to leave reviews if they haven't done so already. So those reminders are very, very important because many times people will say, absolutely, John, I will definitely leave you a review. And once they leave your office, if they didn't leave the review right there and then, chances of them leaving a review are diminishing by like, maybe not by a minute, by hour, definitely by day. So the more time passes since they felt ecstatic about you settling their case, the less the probability that they will actually leave that review. So reminders, gentle reminders, not pusher reminders, just reminders. Dear Ken, would you please leave me that review that you promised to leave me? Those nice non-pusher reviews will actually do the trick more often than not.
And I guess you don't need to wait until you settle the case. You can ask for a review even before that, right? If the client is happy with how everything is progressing, if the client is complimenting you on how fast your response is or how your receptionist, I don't know, does something, then yeah, I think just ask for that review before that.
I think that's a really good point. I don't know if I was a client, if I would leave a review before my case settled. However, it puts me into the mindset that when it does settle or when my legal problem does go away, like I'm already prepared to leave that review. I think there's one more point that should be addressed, and that is, so imagine that you're signing a retainer for a new client signs a retainer with you. Tell them, look, my goal is to make sure that I deliver results to you that will make you feel ecstatic about working with me. And I do this because, first of all, obviously this is my job. And second of all, I would really appreciate a review when we're done. So this is something that people have done for decades and decades and decades. They used to be different reviews. They used to be just referrals. Like, I will work for you and I will do an outrageously great job as long as you refer me, right? Here, it's a different concept. We're not asking for referrals so much anymore. We're asking for reviews. And those reviews, believe it or not, are actually more powerful than referrals. And the reason for that is the more reviews that you have, once again, the more people who will actually see your website, see your listing on Google, Yelp, Facebook, Avo, wherever, will actually say like, yeah, I want to work with this guy, or I want this guy to work for me, because they really know what they're doing.
And those reviews will work for you continuously for years and years.
Yeah, but if you do get 54 reviews, don't stop asking people to do it. Because there will be competitors that will continue, and one day they'll have 55 reviews, and one day they'll have 155 reviews. So it's an ongoing process, right? Just like refining skills is an ongoing process, also gathering reviews is also an ongoing process.
In order for you also to start getting those notifications whenever someone leaves a review on some directories, you need to claim those listings. So make sure that you do that. And then what happens when you get a bad review?
Yeah, that's a really good point.
How do you want to respond to that?
So, as I said earlier, like, people are much more likely to leave a negative review than a positive review. So if you've been in business longer than a day, chances are someone will be pissed about something, right? Like, you've been in business for 5, 10, 15, 20 years. You probably had overwhelming majority of happy clients and an underwhelming minority of unhappy clients. Every business has that, and that's all right. And people will leave those negative reviews from time to time. And when they do, you once again need to know that it happened, and you need to address it. And what I mean when I say address it is respond to that negative review, like right there and then. You can respond it on Google, you can respond on Facebook, Yelp. Just about any platform allows the owner of the listing to respond to reviews. So if it's a negative review, you can, and it's not bogus, you can apologize, explain what happened, and tell them how you will fix this if it is fixable, and or offer them to reach out to you and restart the conversation so you can fix it somehow, depending on the situation, obviously. But it is really important to not just let them go. And sometimes you will have a bogus review, right? Like, someone got pissed over nothing. It happens. People are emotional, irrational beings, right? So when that happens, you got to make sure to jump on the opportunity to respond and explain how this is not true. However, if you have like 10 negative reviews and 60 positive reviews, and every negative review that you have, you just say, well, this is bullshit, like this didn't happen. People naturally tend to look for negative reviews more than they do for positive reviews, because they want to find more reasons to say no than to say yes. So if you consistently say that every negative review is BS, chances are people who are reading that, their BS meter will start doing this, and they will say, something is wrong here, I do not want to hire this attorney. Does that make sense? Like, when I go to even like Amazon to look for products, like before we buy products, we look at reviews. And aren't we all drawn to negative reviews?
I always filter by 1 star first.
Right? Because you want to know what's wrong with it first before knowing what's right with it.
Yep.
Right? It's just the way that we're wired. It's very, sometimes irrational, sometimes rational. For me, it's like learning what the bad before I learn the good is more important than learning the good and just like brushing off the bad, because you want to know like what's the worst that can happen, right? So address them courteously, professionally, and correctly.
And that's why you want to keep collecting those positive reviews, just to guard your listing against those negative reviews that can come in someday, because they will.
They will.
So just make sure that it's not like you have 3 reviews and all of them are 2 or 3 stars, but you have, you know, at least 15 to 20 positive reviews, and then when you get 1 negative reviews, it's not going to be that, it's not going to look that bad, and it's not going to decrease your rating that much.
Yeah, for sure. You got to do that. Yeah.
All right.
All right. So that's a wrap. Thanks for watching.
Thanks.